So earlier in the year, it was announced that there would be a 4-part crossover between Arrow, Supergirl, Flash, and Legends of Tomorrow. And it's been kind of hinted at who would be the big villain for that. Who would be the giant villain for this story? Who would be the main villain for this storyline? And I initially thought it was going to be Starro. Since they couldn't use, Darkseid, it would kind of make sense. It would be kind of a cool way to use the creature that was that created the Justice League. That pretty much formed the original Justice League. So what character would be, what character or characters would be the villains for this story? Well, today it was revealed that in fact it will be the Dominators who will bring together all of the DCCW heroes together to fight them. Now, sadly, it's not Lord Dominator, although that would have been incredibly badass, but would have made no sense. The Dominators, if you don't know who those are, the Dominators are a race of aliens who, like in their namesake, go out and dominate galaxies. They're mainly an enemy of the Legion of Superheroes, but they've also been an opponent for Green Lantern and Supergirl. So, the Dominators haven't been around for a while, they've been kind of off on their own, but they're mainly an alien race who, like I said, they go out and dominate. So, the Dominators are a warlike race. They're kind of like, I wouldn't say like the Klingons, they're more like the Cardassians, really. They're a very military supportive race, and they don't really have a collective, it's more like a ruler, tell them to go out and conquer new planets. So they're very much like they're kind of like the Cardassians when you really think about it. Anyway, so the race of the Dominators have invaded Earth several times, and guess what? They've lost, and they haven't been around. So what do I think of the Dominators being the big villain for a 4-part DCCW story? Well, it's not bad. It's not a bad choice. Again, I would have preferred Starro because, yeah, Starro, it's a classic DC villain, and before there was, since they couldn't use Darkseid, why not use another giant DC villain? But I can see the Dominators. I mean, I guess they're trying to be like the Avengers because Dominators, Chitauri, sure, why not? And yeah, maybe this will probably lead in from Legends of Tomorrow or Supergirl, because Legends of Tomorrow did say that they do want to bring in the Legion of Superheroes, and like I said, the Dominators were more for anyone. The Dominators were a race that were made to be mainly an enemy of the Legion of Superheroes. So having these guys in here, having them in this storyline sounds pretty cool. And yeah, a big alien invasion story. Sure, why not? I just don't know if they're going to have the budget to do like a full-on alien invasion. But yeah, as much as I could care less about Arrow, and Flash is on thin ice after that season 2 finale, and I do have hopes for Supergirl, and I'm sticking with Legends of Tomorrow despite of how meh it is. I will say that I am kind of excited to see all of these characters come together finally to, fight a collective force. Yeah, and it does kind of sound like the Avengers coming together to fight an alien race, but whatever, I'm at peace with this. The Dominators, having them in here would be interesting, because this is going to be like a full-scale alien invasion, and yeah, this Earth is not, this DC Earth, it's still trying to, I would imagine, let me back up because I'm getting my words tied together. I would imagine that having this world now suddenly have Supergirl, an alien from another planet, it's never really dealt with aliens. Yeah, it's never really dealt with an alien force before, and I initially thought if it wasn't going to be Starro, it was going to be like the Thanagarians, because they said in Legends of Tomorrow that Vandal Savage in the original timeline stopped an invasion of the Thanagarians from destroying Earth. So I thought that was kind of what it was. But nope, it's the Dominators, which is actually kind of cool, but I'm wondering how they're going to be looking design-wise. Are they actually going to have makeup for them, or are they just going to look yellow? Are they just going to be yellow-painted humans and have red, because obviously you can see in this picture right here, the Dominators are like these tall, yellow-skinned, pointed-eared, and they have these huge jaws with no lips and just show their fangs. So I'm wondering if they're just going to be like, and here's how it's probably going to go down, is that the Dominators are probably going to be like, they look human, but their true selves are hidden, like they keep it hidden, and you don't see a lot of the true Dominators, because, yeah, it's because of CW budget, that's why. I would be shocked if we got to see every Dominator all of the Dominators look like aliens instead of humans, aliens pretending to be humans. But yeah, it sounds really ambitious, having having a 4-part story in 4 separate shows. But yeah, having an alien invasion, I'm fine with that. I would have preferred, instead of like one big alien race, it was one big united threat, like one big enemy, like again Starro. But on the other hand, Starro what was it? He tried to mind control everyone, so I guess it would be the same effect. But no, I'm cool with the Dominators. They're a DC villain that hasn't been around lately. They've been kind of in the background, so it's kind of cool to see them in the forefront finally, and see them actually take part in, well, trying to dominate the planet. So anyway, that's really all I had to say. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think of the Dominators being the big villains for the 4-part Arrow, Flash, Supergirl, and Legends of Tomorrow story? Do you guys like the idea? Do you guys hate the idea? Just comment below, let me know. And once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.